Like and subscribe to that channel. We got a very special guest in the building, SGF Kirk today. Now, it's our second interview, Mr. SGF Kirk. What's going on with Kirk the second time around?
Oh man, a lot of good things have been in the works recently. I have a whole lot of music coming out. I've been expanding my sound and also like trying to dip into different genres, and I've just been feeling real blessed and inspired recently.
Already. Now, I seen you on the Havo G Show, one of the friends of mine. What has it been like since going on the Havo G Show? Kind of explain what your process was before then, and did it pick up any after being on the Havo G Show?
Oh man, I'm really thankful for Havo. Just like having the pleasure of meeting him and him throwing me in the mix with like people that he knows and whatnot. Uh, that interview I did with Havo did real well, and I went to a show last night, and some people acknowledged me for that and noticed and heard about me through that. So it's really just a major blessing to have a guy like Havo in your corner and just to be able to like absorb the wisdom that he's like share with me.
Already. Now, as far as promotion and placing ads, where's the best place to promote yourself or like to place ads on videos?
So I use a lot of Google Play ads. And you could just like search like how to upload Google Play ads, and you could select like demographics and stuff. So like you could run an advertisement that where people in like New York will see you, and you could choose like different regions of the U.S. You can type in like male, female, like age groups you want to target, and so it's a really helpful and handy tool. And I found with YouTube ads, with just a little small budget, you can do really well with them. But I mostly run advertisements on my Spotify, just because like my Spotify, I get the biggest return off of whenever people click on it. So I put basically the majority of my budget promoting that, just because it's like, why would you not put money towards something that gives you the best results and the best return? So yeah, it's
Really. Now, what do you see happening right now in the music scene in Corpus, from your opinion?
Oh, I've been seeing a lot of like really good talent and a lot of guys who just have major potential and have a lot of guys on their side. The ones I could think of offhand that are really garnishing a lot of attention and that I think are real talented. I see Lil Ferris doing real well. Uh, uh, there's also I'm drawing a blank. Oh yeah, I've been noticing Drippy Drew. A lot of people talking about him, and I've actually been impressed with what he's been doing. Another guy is YNG Bishop. I think he's a really good MC. Uh, Man, there's just so many guys. I could really just go on and on with the list, but lots of great artists to be on the lookout for.
Really. Now, as far as music and recording, how important is the quality of music to have a good sound?
Oh man, that's something I'm real big on. I really think it's super important for your music to just be top tier. That's like the first step. Before you have a fan base, like before we even talk about marketing or any of the other factors that come into like getting noticed, the music just has to be top tier. You have to make great music, and the reality of it is there's a lot of artists that don't have exceptional music, and it's kind of a tough pill to swallow because I mean, there are times my music wasn't great, but I thought it was just the shit. So it's really hard to make that like distinguish like if it's great music or not.
Yeah.
But it's something that gets overlooked a lot. A lot of people think they could just keep making these bullshit songs and nobody cares about them. So it really just has to be great quality music.
Oh, really? Now, we talked a little bit earlier before the interview, and you started producing some of your records. Take me to where you first started producing, and how far along are you with your producer now?
So actually, when I first started, when I was like 13, like, yeah, I was like 12 or 13. Uh, I started recording like in the shed. Like I had like a really old Windows like 99 computer, and I've talked about this before. I'm not gonna like dork out on it right now, but I that's how I started with a free program, really cheap stuff. So I kind of got my first taste of like the self production early, but uh, once I started making music again and going under the name SGF Kirk, I worked with a couple of really good engineers. One of them's name is Angelo LeVay. He really helped me like get my music to that industry quality level. And then there's another dude named RJ that I was recording with for a long time. And I was actually blessed to be able to learn a couple things from them while I recorded, and like, you know, I got some shortcuts and stuff to help me get to where I was able to produce music myself again. And so recently, within the past couple months, I started recording my own songs, and the last couple songs I put out were engineered by myself. So, man, it's just really a blessing, and I'm glad I started producing it myself, because and that's something I really push to a lot of artists, is to own the operation. So if you're able to like make your own music, that frees up money that you'd be spending on the studio, and it lets you, you know, really get to make all the creative decisions, and it really is just like I think is the best way, because it frees up that money and it gets you the final say so, and you can put shit out when you want it.
Oh, really? Now, what's the artist place that you went to in the mind of Kurt on a song? What is the oddest song you think you've done?
The oddest one? Oh, offhand, I know there's some ad libs I've done that are like real silly and stuff. You know, there was one song, one of my early songs. Like, well, the lyric was like, "I get it in and you fat," like. And I slapped my stomach like in front of the mic, right, and use that as like a fucking sound effect in the background. And that just kind of, you know, sometimes I have that, you know, fucking 12-year-old sense of humor a little bit, but I thought that shit was funny. Actually, I've actually been trying to record a rock song, and I'm just not quite there, where I don't want to put something out that's not it, you know, especially dipping into a new genre. Yeah. I want the first time people to hear that, like the rock shit, for that to be a good first impression and be like my best work.
Already. Now, let's go into the next question. How do you approach getting new fans? I mean, what's Kurt's strategy, his marketing strategy to get new fans?
I actually, so early on, I linked with the local promoters, and I started doing a lot of stuff at Club Pure. That was a real good way I got to meet people and interact, and you know, thanks to Havo, he really helped plug me in there. And then also, I think the most important thing is to start on a very like local level, is to start with local promoters. Start with guerrilla marketing. Like, I have a car magnets I put on my car that has like my Spotify and like all my social media on it. So really start just networking on the local level, getting some local promotion so the community knows about you. And then also just, you know, just almost like bullying your way into it, you know, just like make it where they can't not see you. And then,
really?
And then after that, once you start from the local level, and you got the city behind you and whatnot, you could start running those like global ads and targeting like really dense populated areas. Like some of my ads, like I might select it for like California for it to be like shown there, or I'll choose places like New York. I actually ran one in the Buffalo area recently, and that's like gotten me a good return. So there's a lot of different shit you can do to really not only get you known locally, but get that global appeal. And even it's cheap to run ads in different countries too. That's something I've been dipping into. Like I whenever I check the stats, I noticed that I had some people listening in the Czech Republic and people listening in Europe and stuff like that. And that really just kind of opened my eyes to, damn, there's a lot more to this shit than just being popular at the local level. It's global, and you can do it with a limited budget too.
Already. Now, what's cooking up for Kurt next that we can look out for?
I got a handful of some really good singles that I've been trying to like get in a better position to drop. Just kind of do all the fine tuning with it. I've also been like experimenting with different genres and different sounds, and really trying to push the boundaries and never stop like evolving. And there's actually something I heard from Lil Wayne recently, is I think it was on Nori's podcast. Mm-hmm. He asked him, what was it? Oh yeah, he said, how have you stayed relevant through the years? And Lil Wayne responded by saying, as rap has changed, I've evolved with it, you know, and he said a lot of the older cats didn't really like some of the newer stuff, but in order to stay relevant, you gotta love it and really indulge it and be able to influence it, because it's not just about having the bars and like having good music or just like good jams. It's about also staying relevant too. So it was really eye opening to hear that from him.
Already. Now tell them where they can go find SGF Kirk on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere like that.
Oh, the easiest way you can find me is just going to Google and typing in SGF and then my first name, Kirk, Kirk. Once you type that in, it'll pull up everything basically immediately. But I mostly promote my stuff, my music through YouTube and Spotify. Mostly Spotify though, so that's probably the most convenient ways if you want to check that stuff out.
Okay. Well, anybody that you'd like to give any shout outs to before you get up out of here for the second time?
Oh, absolutely. Want to give a big shout out to my family just because they really do a whole lot for me, and they really believe in what I'm doing, and it's just a blessing to like have a lot of people in my corner, especially loved ones. Secondly, I'd like to give a shout out to Dabada, my boy Jeff. He really like has helped me get heard here locally. Also, I want to give a shout out to Havo G, just for like getting me tapped into the local music scene, and also I want to shout out Albert Marino as well. That him and Havo both played a really big part of just like getting me tapped into the local scene. And I feel like there's a lot of people I could give shout outs to. I don't want to leave anyone real important out. Man, y'all just know I love y'all. So just know if I didn't shout you out, like my best regards and love. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to Crime Family for this interview. It's really been a blessing to be able for you to allow me to like say what I gotta say on your platform. And thank you so much for that.
Anytime, Kirk. Now, everybody out there, y'all go like and subscribe to Kirk's channel, man. Follow him on all social media outlets and support the young entertainer. Go to Crime Family TV right now, though. Like and subscribe to that channel. Hit that notification bell. As of right now, SGF Kirk has sat down with the boss again.
Hell yeah. Oh, it's not stopping?
Yeah.